Well, put the phone down. Today, on national television, Governor Jennifer Granholm will sign a law making it illegal for you to text and drive. The ban will go into effect starting July 1st. It will make it a primary offense. That means police can pull you over if they see you texting. They don't need another reason.
And a change of venue here this morning. We're in a car with an MSP trooper. Not something you normally want to have happen, but today it's on purpose. We want to talk about this texting while driving, a law that will go into effect on July 1st. And we've been asking for some of your questions on Facebook all morning long and gotten some responses that are really interesting. So we're going to start off, though, with how are you going to enforce this law? When you're out on the roads, how can you enforce texting while driving? How can you prove that somebody was doing it?
I think it'd be easier than you think. You know, I can give you a good, quick case in point. My troopers recently stopped a guy named Matt. I can't give his last name, but Matt was driving all over the road, in and out of traffic, slow, fast, bleeding within his lane. My troopers thought that he was drunk. When they actually stopped and they got to his car, he was texting his wife. People that are texting exhibit the same behaviors as those that are drunk. They drive all over the road, they're not paying attention. So I think it'll be easier than people think, really.
Did he admit to it, though? Did he say, I was texting, and that's my bad?
Of course, they thought he was drunk. I was texting my wife.
There you go. So better that way,
right.
Basically, than
Absolutely.
getting pulled over for a DUI of some kind. What about if somebody's stopped, for example, at a stop sign? You're not driving anywhere, you're not moving forward or backwards, and you're out there texting on your phone.
Well, the reality of it is it would be better to have that happen. But the law says that you're still upon the street or highway. Even though you are stopped at a stop sign, you're still there, and all the laws that are applicable to driving are still there.
So you could get ticketed for that, too?
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're just parked on the side of a road with your car running, does that make any difference if it's in gear or not?
You know, the law probably would say no, but I'm going to tell you that if you've got to have that, if you've got to make that text right now, pull over to the side of the road, make that text versus doing it while you're driving.
Another question that was brought up on Facebook was that police officers have computers in their cars that sit there in the middle of the console, and they're always typing on those, you know, putting in reports or talking to somebody about a situation that may be going down. What about cops? Are they affected by this?
Well, they absolutely are, and nothing is so urgent that you have to type in that computer while you're driving down the road. There's no reason that if we're getting a dispatch call through that computer, you can't pull off into a parking lot to answer back to that call or pull off to the side of the road. But typically, we're not having our officers type while they're driving.
What's the difference between a primary and a secondary offense? Does this make a big difference for you guys when you're pulling people over?
Huge difference. If it's a primary offense, I can stop you for that. Much like the seatbelt law, when it first came into effect, was a secondary law. We couldn't stop you for it. If you didn't have your seatbelt on when we stopped you, we'd give you a ticket. Turn it into a primary law for us, it gives us the opportunity then to stop you for that violation.
So basically, if you just have the suspicion that somebody's texting while they're driving, you can pull them over.
Good.
Well, interesting law there. Any other things that we need to know, though, before we head out on the roads, before this thing goes into effect?
Just don't text.
Don't text and drive.
The interesting thing is that even though the texting law is in effect and it's just a fine and no points, it doesn't preclude us from writing you a ticket for careless driving.
Okay.
It makes it easier for us now. The texting is a law. You can't text.
Right.
If you're texting and you're driving erratically off the road, we can give you a ticket for careless driving. That is 3 points and a lot more than $100.
All right. Lieutenant Chris McIntire from MSP, we greatly appreciate all your help this morning. Thanks for coming in early. I'll send it back to you, Emily.